very near where the original
What street?
approved plan was, correct, sir?
There is no street.
What street are you referring to?
There is no street. He said the wrong word. It's by the creek, not the street. But
It's
I
not
guess,
even by the street, it's in front of the building.
but I'm just trying to understand why leaving an open trench is the best solution.
Well, the trench would be backfilled. Right now, there's concrete
Right.
on the floor,
Right.
and
So there's going to be a trench, open trench,
No.
backfilled in our building.
backfilled again, and then it would be gravel level with the concrete. Once it's backfilled in, it would be compacted gravel level with the concrete, rather than replacing the concrete.
Is there an expectation that that building will not exist at some point? Is that why?
I can't answer that.
Is there an expectation?
That is expectation, but I met with Mr. Fuchs there, and he's fine with this. Other than, he didn't mention anything about being responsible for damage, but I know how the equipment goes, and there's probably unlikely to be damage, but even if it is, our guys could fix it. It's just wooden trusses up there, and if you crack a truss, you just splice it, so there's no issue for us.
The reason why I'm bringing the comments up was Mr. Fuchs called me at 5 o'clock this afternoon. He's very concerned about going through the building for a couple of reasons. He's already spent a lot of engineering fees for alternative routes. He doesn't want to pay for additional engineering fees for designing going through the building because there are some additional things that would need to be done, sleeving the pipe in case it needed repaired later, so he could easily pull it out and put it back in, as well as damage to the building. And with the damage to the building and the type of installation that it would require, he's asking that the township tell him in writing exactly what would be acceptable to go through the building.
Aren't we still, and I know you can't have it up, I was trying to pull it up on my computer, but isn't there still a significant amount of property, again, this question is kind of for you, isn't there still a significant amount of property that we would be losing, which wasn't why we didn't go with the last plan?
That's correct. There was a portion of the property where we were coming in an angle in front of the maintenance building.
Yeah.
That would make that property non-usable unless the line was relocated later on. And then
Kevin, the other thing, the new location shows it's just outside of 50 foot from the, Kevin, it shows that it's right outside the 50-foot setback that we have anyway, so it's basically not harming us there.
yes, the new route does not take up as much property as the previous route that we had requested, second route we had requested.
Excuse me.
So, Cindy, the building that sits facing Gas Road,
Facing what?
facing the road, Glass Hill Road,
Okay.
the old route used to go on the street side of that building. So now
I
we're
remember
losing,
where the-
now we're losing, not just that one bay.
Well, we can use it once it's done.
Right.
Well, you can't put a building, you got a 20-foot right of way there.
Because it'd be in the right way.
It's 20-foot easement, so you gotta open that building up 20 foot and never put nothing there.
The authority, I've talked to the authority too, and they said they're fine with that. They'll have a encroachment approval.
Well, that's what Mr. Fuchs, why he wants everything in writing. You met with him, but you never mentioned any sleeve or anything. That piece of pipe's $8,000.
They okayed it, that they will accept it and give us we call it an encroachment easement. Just like if you want to put a deck near or over top of an easement, the authority has the right to grant an encroachment permit if they're so moved to do so. So they said they would do it.
They wouldn't let him do it with the jail. They wouldn't let him do it. When they wanted to put the jail there, they said no. Walter said nothing in that right of way.
So why will they do an encroachment easement with this plan, but they wouldn't do an encroachment easement with the other plan?
They didn't need an encroachment easement for the other plan. You talking around the other side of the building?
Yeah.
They
They're going on
didn't
the opening.
need one. In this section, they would need an encroachment easement from our authority, and they said they would.
They had a meeting, we weren't invited, none of us. Just Eric and Tom. And this was all Tom's design.
Eric wasn't there with the authority.
So,
He was there with you, sir, for the meeting.
With Don Fuchs, I'm talking
You
about
didn't
the
invite
authority.
Donald either.
I'm talking about the authority.
This is all your design. You met by yourself,
You didn't talk to none of us.
The idea was to salvage the property and not run through the
It's
middle of
not
the
an
property.
idea, Eric.
That is
One
the idea.
person made this decision, there's five of us.
There's no decision made. I asked Don if he could go through the building and
Solution.
save a third of our property, and he said, yes, he doesn't want to hurt the
Is
township.
there a significant
Third
cost to
one
the
person.
township to put all the specific stuff in writing and then to take on the cost of repairing the building should there be damage?
There's no issue with that.
I'm
Excuse
asking,
me.
hold on one second, please. Is there, I know I'm asking a lot right now, but is there a way to put into, like, a number, what the cost to the township for this plan is versus the other ones that have been before us?
Sure, if I get a chance to see it, I've not seen it yet myself, I have not been involved
Okay.
on the latest one, I'll be glad to do it.
So, is there any further questions, or does it sound like the board wants to,
Excuse me.
all right, one moment. Does it sound like the board would like to hear more?
Well, no, I think the board was willing to respond to Mr. Chapman's question that Don asked. They said they would, they said that they would come up with exactly they would approve it. That's exactly what Don's asking. So they'll
Who
do it.
said that they would do that?
Yes, they did.
No, I said who?
The municipal authority.
Said they would respond to Mr. Fuchs in writing about specifically
Yes,
what they want. But
yes.
are you asking that of our board?
Whoever would be responsible, Mr. Fuchs wants from the township or the authority, exactly how to go through that building, but he does not want to incur the engineering fees or the repair fees for the building to go through this route.
And then find out the authority won't accept his drawing.
But at some point,
One person.
we are not taking on the engineering fees to redesign this, correct? We're just writing, or the authority is just writing what the requirements are. Or he wants us to pay the engineering fees.
Just for that section.
Just that section under the building?
That's correct.
Okay. And this will be turned over to the municipal authority afterwards. So would it be sufficient, you said, or, if they delegate, or would the board prefer to have us put some requirements or stipulations?
No, that's the
I don't
board is
think
complete
that this
jurisdiction
board
on how
can
that all
pass.
goes through.
Yeah, Gretchen, I don't think that we can pass this off to the authority.
Right, so we would need to know a couple of things. I've heard different things. I mean, one, I think you've asked the township to take on the engineering expense to go under the building. So you want the township to take on that expense. And then as it relates to damage to the building, are you asking that the township take on that burden or the municipal authority?
Mr. Fuchs does not want to take on the burden of repairing the building.
So basically, he doesn't care who takes it on as long as he's not responsible for it.
I would say yes.
Okay. So I think at this point, Mr. Chairman, I would ask that we table this, we need more information. I don't think that in this condition, I'm not going to speak for myself, I can personally vote for this. I think there's too many unanswered questions that still need to be answered. So I'd like to make a motion that we table this.
Before I'll get to you, Elizabeth, do we have a second on the tabling?
Eric?
All right, we have a second on tabling, now we can have discussion.
There's a question back here before you go in.
Yes, sir.
I just have a very simple question. Why is this not following the same path that the Miller's Run project did, taking the lowest location, which is in the stream? The township building would not be affected at all.
Would someone care to address that, or Dan, you were involved with them?
That was the alternative, the alternative that this board approved. It was the one that didn't affect the building. Mr. Fuchs came back and said it wasn't feasible to build it there. And this is why we're back here again.
We already have so many issues with our streams. Why would we start messing with them again?
Well, Cindy, it's not uncommon to build a sanitary sewer, a major sanitary sewer, as was described, at the lowest point and closest to the creek. That's usually where they are. They cross the creek and they run parallel to it.
I understand that, but right now, the creek is literally falling in. So like before we could even,
It has nothing to do with the sanitary sewer from falling in, it has. to do
no, I
with-
understand that. I understand that it's not falling in from the sanitary sewer, but it's falling in because of erosion and
Sure.
whatever other factors. So why would we go and mess with it even more? I guess, I mean, to me, it's irrelevant because at this point, that's not even what we're considering. But
Right.
I would say that I would ask that this be tabled pending more additional information.
So motion is made. Do we have any other motions? We'll deal with that one first.
I second that.
That one has a second. So a yes vote is to table, and no vote is to wait for another motion. All those in favor signify by saying yes. Aye.
Yes.
Yes.
Aye. Opposed? So that was, I'm sorry, Frank, you were a yes?
Yes.
5-0 to table that. Very well, let's get those ironed out. Do we have a subcommittee or would you guys, who would like to take those requests to Mr. Fuchs?
No, we're not doing subcommissions because that didn't work at all with the trucks.
So you don't want to be on it? Would anyone else?
Nobody's on it. We're on board, all five of us together.
Well, I'd like to, who's going to develop the language? Are we asking our engineer to develop the language?
We're asking between Gretchen and Dan and Mr. Fuchs and John to come up with a language that specifically clarifies all the answers to our questions. Who's responsible, and the municipal authority. We're not doing subcommittees.
So we have a directive given publicly. Thank you. That's all I was asking.